Hey, what's up, fellas? Doing a video for Anand from India tonight for his brick kiln, and we are looking into some options for a burner system that can run a massive brick kiln. So basically what we have here is a 6-barrel setup, and it's got a ceramic lined secondary combustion chamber with a propane vaporizer. This is a 6-barrel unit. These are the 1.98 millimeter orifices, and this is just a preliminary test to see what changes we might want to make to the actual unit. This is not the actual burner. This is just a test burner to tell us what we need to do. And we can see pretty much right off the bat here that we're not vaporizing all the propane fast enough. We need to let this thing warm up first before we turn it on high. And that's kind of what was going on there. Not too shabby. That's a pretty nice fireball right there. It's got a strange color to it that the camera isn't picking up very well. It's almost as if we are thermally cracking some of that propane and converting it into hydrogen. This bottle is not full, and we are already out of propane, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do much testing tonight. I just wanted to fire it up and see if the thing would light. I'm happy enough with what I see here. So we are going to make some adjustments. It looks like I'm going to be sliding the entire air mixer forward, probably about ½ centimeter. I don't like that back burn that we're getting on lower settings. The preliminary test I did on a single chamber showed that it didn't like being positioned flush. But I think with a burner array this big, it's going to be an acceptable configuration, so we're going to go ahead and try that out. But yeah, this is just the first little bit of the testing. Alright fellas, so essentially this burner is kind of like a hot air balloon burner. It has a propane vaporizer that vaporizes liquid propane. This allows you to maintain bottle pressure continually. The bottle pressure will not drop until all the liquid is gone. This is a phenomenal fireball. The camera's making it more yellow than it actually is. It's a lot more bluer than this. It does have a strong yellow tip to it. And the reason for that is that we are actually spraying liquid propane at the moment. And that's not the way we want to run. This thing isn't quite warmed up yet, so the vaporizer chamber, which is actually a box consisting of those 6 primary burners, or pre-burners that you see at the back of the chamber there, that's an actual vaporizer box. So instead of having a coil, I made a box that has 6 cylinders in it that are about 50 centimeters wide, or long. And that is where the liquid propane is injected into the side. We'll get a better look at that later on. This is just a quick test. I've been working on this thing for 2 days, and I've been dying to get it lit. So I was a little anxious here, and I didn't do a very good thorough walkthrough in the beginning to show you what we're looking at, but that's kind of what we got. The flame looks a lot better in person than the camera's showing. It's making it like it's just all yellow, but it's got some very good mixing characteristics to it. I think the fire brick is adding to the color. The fire brick lining is starting to get really hot, but for the most part, this is an amazing fireball. The power we're getting out of the single propane bottle, you guys. This is a 30-pound propane bottle that I'm using to do this. Now, you certainly wouldn't be able to run a burner very long on one of those, but this is an industrial burner for industrial applications. They'll probably have a propane truck backed up to this thing, and it'll run for 24 hours to heat the brick up. That's how long a brick cycle runs. So I wanted to build something that had the ability to replace several burner holes. This can also be built in a 3-barrel configuration and in a single barrel. So we've got options here. I wanted to go big initially, just in case we decided to just use 2 or 3 of these to run the entire kiln versus having 20 burners going like they do in some places. So for the most part, what we learned in this test is that it needed to heat up a little bit, and I'm already out of propane. This bottle was pretty much about empty, so we're not shooting liquid anymore. This is just gas out of the bottle, and it's not enough power. it's doing pretty phenomenal nonetheless. We might still have a little bit of liquid, but all valves are fully open right now. So, and I think it's down to like 40 psi.
We're out of gas.
The flame's still shooting out of there pretty stout, so I was happy about that. But that's what we got, I'm going to do some retooling. I'm going to adjust those mixer chambers, and I actually have the burner upside down. I don't want the propane going through the top like that. I wanted it to come into the bottom, and I think that's why we were spraying so much liquid out. But I don't know. We'll have another look tomorrow. I just wanted to show you guys what I've been doing for the last 2 days.
We're out of gas.